get out.
No, I'm going, mate. I'm going. I'm not hanging about here.
Jesteś nim.
I'm out here in Crowborough here today where thousands of people have protested in response to over 300 men being bussed in randomly halfway through the night, very deceptively, mate, so none of the people here actually knew. Now, speaking to local residents, I actually found out that a lot of the average housing prices have actually decreased. A lot of people don't actually want to be here, and considering there's not a lot of travel links, this is extremely unfortunate that they've decided to intentionally house people in a very rural area that hasn't consented to it.
Tell him, Bob, tell him.
Hello, Crowborough!
Hey!
Now, firstly, I think this sets a precedent. This is the largest regional migrant protest I've seen, and I've gone around the United Kingdom. We're stoking patriotism on a local level. People are proud of their local communities. And the local councils, the Home Office, the government want to tarnish that pride by importing people who are foreign to these areas. Without the consent or the social convention of these people which are protesting here today, these migrants can't be in these barracks. We don't want them in hotels, we don't want them in Nightingale facilities, we don't want them in army barracks, we want them gone! The first thing.
Send them home! 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 Send them home!
The first thing, and we've always had a discussion on the patriotic right. What party to vote for? What does it mean to be English? And I'll give you this very simple answer. The foundational principle of any political movement should be for the betterment of its people and country. And we need to firstly establish that our country is defined by its people, borders and culture. And any government which is given a mandate and powered by its people cannot go against that fact. We have a Prime Minister which admits that we are becoming a country potentially full of foreigners, but yet will not legislate against it. We call these people illegal invaders, illegal migrants, but in fact, according to the ECHR, they're legal. Any political party that has the support of its people has to define that if people come here on a boat without permission from its people, cannot even come here in the first place, but can't come here to receive social benefits such as housing, food, and our security.
Go on, Bob! Hello, sir.
the absolute pleasure of being surrounded by concerned parents and activists, but I come at it from a different angle. I am part of the youngest generation which didn't see a homogeneous Britain. I have not seen a country which is united by its people, and the impacts of that will be immense. We have young people which either hold to the position of the common sense right or are radicalized to the left, in which they believe in open borders. And pressure movements like this set the precedent, the antecedent, that the British people will not enable itself to be replaced and not enable itself to be bargained with a government that does not concern itself with its people. So all I can say is thank you so much for coming in your thousands. Please continue. There'll be a fight ahead of you. The Home Office will have a gut at you. The local council. I've seen across the country attacks from other activists who have set up protests in different areas. And the one thing they do, the one thing they embody is the British spirit. So please continue, and God bless you all.
Two streets! Our streets! Two streets! Our streets! Two streets! Our streets! Two streets! Our streets! Deportation! Tell the nation! Deportation! Tell the nation! Deportation! Send them home! You're going home! You're going home! You're going! You are going home! Crowborough says no! Crowborough says no! Crowborough says no! Save our children! Save our children! Save our children! Save our children! Crowborough says no! 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 Crowborough says no!
Crowborough says no! Crowborough says no! Crowborough says no! Crowborough says no! Crowborough says no!
Send them home! Stop the vote! Send them home!
You are all out here campaigning today. All of you are doing the right thing. You are campaigning because you don't want your daughters and wives raped and murdered. It is not too late. You must get organised. You must start patrols. Men must collaborate. You must unify. In 2019, I didn't know what the term woke meant. I knew an awful lot because of my education and training, but I didn't know that Marxists were transing us like Katie Hopkins and good people who did not care whether you liked them or not, stood up and said, I will tell the tale of the rape genocide in Britain. That's right, the suspected 1 million girls who have been interfered with. The traitors, the liberal establishment, the Greens, the Yellows, the Reds, the Blues, I think they think that we are nothing more than frightened sheep. But I say, patriots, that our bloodline is the bloodline of strength and courage. And I say, if God is with us, who can be against us, patriots?
This is the end of our garden here, and just behind us, this is the training camp where the migrants are being housed.
Phil has lived next door to the cadet camp for 15 years, but tells me he's now worried about his grandchildren playing outside alone.
It's 500 undocumented men, they're unemployed, there's very little for them to do. I'm sure the vast majority will be perfectly harmless, but you only need a few bad apples and it leads to a lot of sleepless nights.
Well, look, firstly, I really do understand the strength of local feeling. It's a big change, and I do understand that that's going to cause concern. It's why my department, my officials, and I personally and my ministers have been working so closely with local authorities, just trying to make sure that as we transition out of asylum hotels and into military sites, we do that as smoothly as possible and try and reassure local communities. As I say, I do understand the strength of feeling, but I do also believe that getting out of asylum hotels is absolutely crucial for the country. We should never have used asylum hotels to house illegal migrants into this country. The level of illegal migration and asylum hotel use is far too high. It's completely unacceptable. I'm determined to sort it out, and we will get out of every asylum hotel in this country, and military sites are part of that solution. And so we will be making this move, not just here in Crowborough, but in other parts of the country as well. And what I would say to local people is, I do understand where you're coming from, but we do need to close asylum hotels, which are also causing community concern. We need a longer term solution for how we house migrants. But I also know that if we get people out of hotels, that will have a deterrent effect on the people that are trying to get into our country. So I will work with communities as much as possible. I get where they're coming from, but closing asylum hotels is one of my top priorities. And if there are legal challenges, I will be facing them in court, and we will defend them vigorously.